Hi Greenlighters, it is me Natalie, your guest vlogger for today. Welcome to the Greenlight the Day channel. Today is September 20th, 2015, and it has been a minute, hasn't it? I can't even remember how long it's been since I've last been here. But anyways, I'm so glad to see you all. Let me just start off by telling you what I did on my summer vacation, since I watched what everybody did on their summer vacation. First of all, let me just start off by saying that I watched everybody's videos, but I was unable to comment on a lot of them because I was either watching it through my phone or through my iPad, and it was just so difficult to watch. I'm kind of like a desktop kind of gal, so my phone basically sits in my purse most of the time, and the iPad, I never use it. That's basically for when I travel, so I had a difficult time the last month here. But we have a new computer, and it has a camera in the monitor, so that's going to be fun to work with. So I'm looking forward to doing that, you know, posting some videos via the desktop camera. The quality looks a little bit better than what I'm looking at right now. But then again, it's the middle of the night. I'm in the middle of my shift here. So if I have to step away from the computer, I apologize. And I hope you can hear me. It's up as far as it goes. Alright, so what I did on my summer vacation. Well, for the first time in a long time, maybe 10-15 years, longer than that, I took a 2-week vacation. And usually we take a 1-week vacation in December, but we haven't for the last 3 years since I've had my grandson. That's going to be changing here probably within the next 30-45 days, and I'm not quite sure how that's all going to transpire, but I'm looking forward to traveling again in December and, you know, go to the Caribbean like we normally do, so that'll be fun. But anyways, I took 2 weeks off. I'm rambling, I can already see where this video is going. I took 2 weeks off and went to Martha's Vineyard twice with out-of-town guests. That's always fun. I normally don't get to do that unless we have an out-of-town guest. So that was fun, and took my grandson to Six Flags one day. That was an experience, and got some beach time in. That's always fun. And the best part of it all was a meet and greet. That was a blast. Had such a good time. This year I took my daughter, Carlene. She's my oldest, and she lives in North Carolina, and she flew up to Boston, and then we just flew into New Jersey, and we had an awesome weekend. Everybody was so kind towards her and warm and welcoming. I was so happy, and she, you know, felt really comfortable. So it was a really pleasant experience for her, and we had a blast. We had a really good time. One of the better times, actually. My husband's kind of like a little fuddy-duddy, so you know, come 8 or 9, he's like ready to go into the room or whatever. But this year was a little different. We got to party, and we went to the Bikini Beach Bar, and that was like awesome. sorry. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Where was I? Oh, the beach bar. We had such a blast. We had such an awesome time. It blew my mind, to be truthful. I have never, ever experienced anything like that. It was amazing. It was awesome. That's all I can say about it. But anyways, we had such a good time at the meet and greet. It was smaller this year, which was, was nice. So I did my thing. I usually go around from table to table and take pictures of everybody, introduce myself, and put myself out there. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever doesn't, doesn't. And I met a few new people, and yeah, so it was all good. So that's what I did on my summer vacation. Nothing earth-shattering, but one of the better summers I've had in a while, so I'm not complaining. I'm blessed. All is well with me. But today I wanted to basically talk about, I hope you can hear me, Dr. Wayne Dyer, who passed away just here on August 30th. The man was amazing, and I have just been so beside myself when I found out of his passing. As a matter of fact, Janie had posted it on Facebook, and I just shut off the computer. I was in such shock and disbelief. I couldn't believe that he had passed in his sleep. He lived in Hawaii, didn't smoke, didn't drink. His mom just died a year or two ago at the age of 94, so in my mind, this man's going to live forever. And, he passed, but, the good thing is, like my daughter says, who is this Wayne Dyer? I've been getting all this stuff on my Facebook about him. It's like, oh, Colleen, you don't even know who Wayne Dyer is? I suggest, and I encourage anybody who don't know who he is, type in his name and go on YouTube and just listen to the man. His voice, for one thing, is very soothing, and he has had such an extraordinary life. He was an orphanage, and even at that age, he knew he was going to be helping people. All the kids would go to him and he'd be, it's okay, it's alright, it's not bad here, it really isn't, they don't yell at us, it's okay. And then, on the day that changed his life was 41 years ago on August 30th. That's the day he basically went to his father's grave. He was drunk at the time, and he did some pretty bad things at the gravesite that he talks about. And he spent a few hours there, but when he did leave there, he had forgiven his father, who had abandoned him. He had forgiven him. And he walked away from that cemetery a changed man. And he says, throughout all his videos, that is the day that changed his life, on August 30th, 41 years ago. Don't you know he died on August 30th, the day that changed his life? I mean, wow. I'm just so amazed by it, the synchronicity of it all. And he talks about, Dr. Maslow, the theory of hierarchy. I can't say that word right, but anyways, when Dr. Maslow passed, Wayne Dyer was walking across the stage, receiving his PhD, and at that very moment, Dr. Maslow passed. He says, within that hour, within minutes or whatever, he had passed, and he had told him, you're now going to carry on everything that I have taught you, and it's your job to get it out to the teachers, it's your job to get it out to the nurses. You need to get it out, and that's what he has done his whole life. So anyways, if you don't know who Wayne is, Mr. Dyer, Dr. Dyer, I encourage you, check him out. He talks about God a lot in the universe. That he uses them interchangeably, but he mainly talks about God. But he will use, the universe or whatever. But he's a God-fearing man, and just learn from him, because this man impacted my life on so many levels. He actually changed me. I watched most of his lectures on PBS and tons of his videos on YouTube, and he's very inspiring. And anybody who can walk across the stage barefoot has my attention. And he was so grounded. His sacral chakra must have been wide open. Every chakra in his body was definitely wide open, especially his heart chakra. He just love. That was his main message, to love one another. So, I just thought I'd basically do a little tribute on Wayne Dyer, the man I'm grieving over that I've never met, but that's how I roll. But anyways, like Wayne says, Dr. Dyer says, we are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And it's just all temporary. And, I just thought I'd share that with you, if you don't already know it. But anyways, I love you all, and take care of yourself, and as Nisi says, take care of one another. So until next time, be good.